Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ozioma. I hope you are doing great and you are staying safe. Well, if you're here for the first time, thanks for tuning in, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. Thank you for your support and encouragement. What we have here, look at this couple. Don't they look beautiful? You've said several times talking about domestic violence everywhere. If it's not the woman, it is the man. And I used to say, if you're having issues in your marriage, you could seek counsel. There are marriage counselors. There are people that are willing and ready to help you. But if you guys can no longer see eye to eye, you can't just bear each other's sides, can't tolerate each other anymore, you can have a break. Give yourself some time apart, come back together. If it works out, fine. If it does not, you know what to do. Why would somebody want to kill another just because you no longer love her, you no longer love him or that? It doesn't make sense at all. You have kids, you have children there. If the two of you are no more alive, who will take care of them? Don't they even consider all these things? This man is a US-based Zimbabwean man. His name is Golden Makusha. He's 52 years old. He pounded his wife with hammer, set the family house on fire. This happened last week, Thursday. That was what he did. So that it will look as like a murder suicide attempt. But he didn't die. After what he did, after going berserk, hammering his wife in the attack, he was found lying unconscious on top of an overturned mower in the garage with two vehicles on fire. So he was flown to a medical facility where he has been hospitalized according to police. Then his wife was found at a neighbor's house by responding officers. So the man tried to strangle her by wrapping his hands around her neck. And then when their adult child intervened, he tried to assault her. Another child dialed 911, called the police, and the two of them escaped. Can you imagine? The woman said that she was in bed and awoke to her husband beating her with a hammer. His intent was to send her to an early grave. That's all. You cannot pound somebody with a hammer and expect the person to be alive. But luckily for the woman, she survived. That's terrible. And you see how nice they look. It was said that this man and his wife, they recently returned home from a trip. They made a trip to Zimbabwe. They recently came back before this thing happened. So it's not as if they were having issues. Maybe they were having issues before. We were not told what has been happening behind the scenes, but this is what happened now. If the person is no longer good for you, why would you want the person to go? Go as in die. You can quietly tell her or him, see, this thing, I am tired. Okay, let's just call it quits. There is nothing that you could say that would warrant you to take somebody else's life. We are talking about your partner here, your spouse. There was a time you loved this person. If the love is no longer there, no problem. Stay apart and stay alive. That is what we are talking about. This is getting too much. This domestic violence. According to Washington County Sheriff's Office, they issued a statement. They said, and I quote, "The Washington County Sheriff's Office and the Maryland State Fire Marshal's Office have charged a Hagerstown man in connection to an early morning assault and arson." On Thursday, March 18, 2021, at approximately 3:45 a.m., deputies from the Washington County Sheriff's Office responded to the 9600 block of Morning Walk Drive, Hagerstown, MD, for a reported assault in progress. Deputies contacted the female victim at the residence of a neighbor. The victim was covered in blood due to severe lacerations to the top and left side of her head. Injuries to her hands and arms were also observed. The victim stated she was in bed and awoke to her husband beating her with a hammer. As the assault continued, she stated her spouse attempted to strangle her by wrapping his hands around her neck. An adult child heard the assault taking place and intervened, at which time the suspect attempted to assault her as well. The incident continued until another child within the residence contacted 911 and they escaped. Well, that's it. Thank God the woman is alive and the man is he's also alive. He will answer to what he did. Violence should not be tolerated. It does not matter what the person has done, the offense. If it's not working out, it's not working out. You guys should just stay apart. That's my take. From one domestic violence to the other, from one beating or one wife bashing to the other. Look at this man. He is a bank CEO. Zimbabwe Bank CEO. Today is for Zimbabwe. His name is Ronald Mutandagai. He faces sanctions from his employer over the violent assault. You could see him beating his wife. Look at this man. It's not as if he's that young. And he even has the agility. He's even too agile. Look at the way he was chasing after the woman, beating her. They must have been having their issues, but this one is just way too much. And what they did, this short footage of this guy pommeling his wife, was captured by his 16-year-old daughter. So it's not as if he's an outsider that did it. Because of this thing that he did, the bank has taken an action. Remember, like what happened at FCMB the other time? The bank took action against the MD. The board of directors of the bank took action. So the man, for now, is not at work. They told him, you go and rest, okay, while we look at this matter. And I quote, the board of directors of ZB Financial Holdings Limited has taken note of the social media communication relating to the group chief executive officer, Mr. R. Mutandagai, which was published on the evening of 7 March 2021. That's the bank said in a statement addressed to its customers. According to the bank, the matter in question is before the courts. In the meantime, Mr. R. Mutandagai has taken leave of absence from his duties while the board of directors of the group considers appropriate action on the matter. Well, that is it. From one violence to the other, from one beating to the other, these things should not be tolerated. If it gets to this extent, I don't even know why the woman will still be there. For this woman to be beating this woman like this, he has been beating her. And the woman is still there. What are you waiting for? Is it when they put you in a coffin that you would leave? Even if you have children, they will understand that I don't want my mother dead. I don't want my father dead. You guys just stay away from each other. Since you have become enemies, since you are now, your home has become a war front. Come on. How could you be a woman and somebody is beating you like this every day and you will stay in that house? What do you want? Is it money? Is it material things? Those things are nothing compared to your life. Well, if you don't like yourself, you can stay there. But if you do, leave. Look at this. Look at all these things. They are uncalled for. The other woman was sleeping, so you could not say that they were fighting. But this one, for this kind of exchange of blows, something must have been happening before. So don't wait till they put you in a box before you leave. Be smart and do the right thing. Later, you guys can come together to settle the issue. But in the meantime, do something. Live and stay alive. Well, that's all I have for you today. If you have seen this kind of a thing before, could you leave a comment in the comment section? Let us talk about it. All right, I have to go now. Thanks for watching. If you're here for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate that, and I like your support and your encouragement. Thank you so much for stopping by, and for my oldies, thanks for sticking with me and sticking by me. Well, I have to go. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.